The Lin House is a two-storey house in the heartland of Remuera, family home, all made of concrete. The street was developed in the 1960s, so it's surrounded by hipped roof houses and overlooks Oiraki Basin. The house was conceived in terms of materiality as a really solid base of concrete and a lighter aluminium black box above. You know, I love materiality and the idea that the concrete was exposed on the inside. You know, it's waxed and it's beautifully polished, but you can run your hands along it, and the idea of human touch is something I'm really interested in. I've always really been interested in the Asian architecture and the relationship to the landscape. I wanted a symbiosis of those ideas and the kind of traditional way of New Zealand living, which has got a very easy indoor-outdoor relationship. The in-situ concrete wall in the entry, which was cast using actual bamboo and is 6.5 metres high, was a real innovation, and it's the first time it's been done in New Zealand.
So it was a real challenge and a huge risk, but we built some samples and got the confidence to go ahead with it. Putting the bamboo the other way around to actually give you the effect when the formwork comes off, the concrete actually looks literally like bamboo. The pour itself went really well. Yeah, as it came off, it just revealed, you know, this beautiful wall below.
The way the light falls across the bamboo surface, it almost looks like it's the bamboo moving in the wind, so it's a beautiful effect. We've kept the palette of this house pretty limited. In the kitchen there's this kind of beautiful combination of very sumptuous marble and the more sort of tactile oak panelling. Yeah, it's an unusual plan in that the garage is in the middle of the house. In order to get the cars in and out of the garage, we came up with a solution of having these two curved walls.
And they were a fair challenge as well, with the two different radii to the outside and inside face. They had to be made off-site, brought to site and craned into place.
Which kind of were a great architectural feature, and then provided some really interesting spaces inside. The house was designed with future-proofing in mind, so we can separate into two houses, we can add on and adapt to different living conditions, different family members living there. As we start to use houses in different ways, you know, resources become scarcer and we need to kind of really make the most of the buildings we have. In this new era, I think we have to consider the suburban environment with greater density. We need people closer together, but not too close together. So to create communities that are safe, both in a sort of crime and health method, is probably the most important thing facing housing now.